4,115 pounds and in pristine condition. A 230 Bunkhouse Fredom Express by Coachmen just landed on trade here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. If what you're looking for is to get out of that old pop-up, get out of a hybrid, or just try your first camper, or you know, you just have a real limited tow capacity, this thing is going to knock your socks off. And it is in, you're not inheriting someone else's problems here. This is awesome. So, first of all, oh my God, is this well kept? This is well kept. When I first walked into the camper, the dining table was actually, when they traveled, they put it on top of the bed with some no-stick pads, or some anti-slip pads rather, so that it wouldn't slide around. The pedestals, they had wrapped up in a beach towel in the front pass-through storage. They look like they may have spent most of their life that way because there's no signs of like little dings or gouges on them. But then again, there's no signs of dings or gouges anywhere in this camper. If what you're looking for is like going to be your first camper, or you're upgrading from a pop-up or a hybrid or something like that, or you have a real limited tow capacity, oh, buddy, jump all over this thing. So, interesting little history lesson in the Fredom Express family. This is what's called an early 2013 model, because the late 2013s, the dinette was in a slide-out. Now, what's interesting is a few years after that, they moved the bunks to this side of the camper and made them double bunks, and it became today's 257 BHS Fredom Express. So that's kind of the evolution to how we got where we are today, and that 257 is one of the most popular bunkhouse models that we have here at Haylet RV. Now, you start looking through here, and one thing they did well is you've got a lot of storage. But if there's one thing you can, like, every brand does something better than something else. And one thing Coachmen does better than dang near anyone I've ever seen is storage. The folks at Coachmen, they know storage. They know storage out the wazoo. Our windows here both open for ventilation. And you can look at these and see how these bunks are not beaten down, broken down. So why is this camper here if it's so darn nice? This was the family camper, and the family grew up. The kids moved on, moved up, moved out. Mom and Dad no longer needed a little family bunkhouse camper. So they swapped it out for a Winnebago rear kitchen, like 25-footer here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And they're back to happy camping. I tell you what, if they take care of that thing half as well as they took care of this, I sure hope we're the place they come back to when it's trading time, because dang it, this is nice. I mean, again, the cabinets are not dinged up, scarred up. Now, even at the age of this RV, because Fredom Express has changed a lot over the last 5 or 6 years, but they were still using the sealed edge thermofoil countertops. So if you splash water around your sink here, it can't penetrate into anything. You've got really good kitchen capacities in here too. They didn't waste any space in this. All the hardware is good. Like I said, no dings on anything. Everything in good working order. You might actually hear like the smoke alarm chirping at us right now. It's just a battery thing. Now, little detail things, indicators I've learned to look for. I look at tubs and sinks, and I look at the general cleanliness of those areas. Because people who maintain their RVs will keep a clean RV most of the time. People that don't, won't. And this is about as clean and well kept as you could ever hope to see anything. If you see a footprint in the camper, it's mine from walking back in here. And I almost feel guilty about that. Like, you can actually see there's still a little bit of sheen and shine to the floor right there. And we're not even in direct light. Spinning us around right here. Like I said, it is unusual to see a no-slide camper with a full U-dinette, but it's also very cool because, God forbid, you need maximum sleeping space. You can fold that sucker down into a 1 or 2 person sleeper, because that'll fold down into like a 7-foot bed, so even adults can join us. Totally carpetless with no slides means super easy cleaning. And what's kind of interesting is, if you look at this camper here, the old Fredom Express that we are in is basically a lot like what an Apex RV by Coachmen is doing today. So Fredom Express got bigger, and as they grew up, it kind of made some opportunities for the Apex series of lightweights that we also carry here at Haylet's to kind of move into this wheelhouse. So it's sort of interesting how that worked out. All original electronics and everything present and accounted for. The TV does swing out. It's strapped down for transit right now. I actually wanted to demonstrate and leave that as it is so you could see the kind of care and maintenance and attention these people put into. Now, these touch audio systems, they came out like gangbusters for a while, and then they very quickly we found they weren't working very well. Now, that being said, they were phased out mostly due to reputation. What they basically found is that if there was an extra fuse that got added behind this, then this thing was going to work fine. And looking at it, like, everything seems to be working. And with the general care and maintenance put into this camper, I'm actually willing to bet that this is one of the ones that worked well and was well taken care of. That being said, we have no problem if you want one of our guys to, you know, kind of play with it and test it out before you spend all your money on it. Well, we have no problem doing that kind of stuff too. And I love this coat closet right by the door. That's just smart location. The bedroom up front is simple but effective. It does what it needs to and nothing more. You know, this is not intended to be the kind of bedroom where you're going to stay in and you're going to, you know, sit in here and live all day long and be super pumped and comfortable about it. It's a tiny little bedroom, but it's clean. It's simple. You can walk around the bed. You've got your full hanging closets. You've got power outlets on both sides of the bed by those stands for CPAPs and phone chargers. Plus, you also maintain this extra little vent up top here to keep some extra airflow going from those cross breeze windows. So as I like to say, inside, outside, upside down, and inside out, she is right. You can see the previous owners did everything right with it. The skin, the roof, they've all been cleaned, maintained. The seals are in good shape. You can see the MaxAir roof covers were added. Up front here, they added this little cargo box that you can use to like hold all your hitching bars and whatnot. The battery is just on the other side of it there. The pass-through storage on Fredom Express, this is something I talk about on the new ones, how Fredom Express is so frequently copied and cloned out there. This monster, ridiculous front storage compartment. It's roughly the size of the truck bed of a 3/4 ton pickup. It is awesome. And as we go around, you're going to see the skin is gleaming, good shape, stored out of the sun, like I said, kept clean and maintained. We haven't detailed this. This is just what it looked like when they brought it to us. Now, these older Fredom Expresses, like I kind of mentioned inside, they're a little bit smaller generation than what you find currently, which is why it's a little bit less weight and a little bit lower to the ground, so less overhead clearance, less weight, less cost. All those things add up. Good looking aluminum wheels on here. Whoever owned this, they were not afraid to spend a little money on it. That is for sure. This is in dynamite shape. I love the centralized hookups and everything. All of your utility stuff is just in this one corner. It just makes so much sense. And they also, like I said, they know storage. They know storage at Coachmen. They just don't let an ounce of space go to waste. They utilized every square inch they could. The roof is going to be fully walkable. We've got aluminum skeleton all over the place. The Azdel. Let's talk Azdel. Fredom Express was really one of the first mainstream brands to bring Azdel to the forefront. And it's the material that's right below the fiberglass skin of the sidewalls if you're unfamiliar. Azdel, the primary thing is that it is lighter. It's lighter weight than wood. It also is water repellent, not water absorbent. So you can actually take a cut out of this wall, not that you ever should, mind you, but you could. You could submerge it in a bucket of water for 60 days and it doesn't fall apart. It is an awesome material, an awesome process that can lead to lighter weight RVs that just are, you know, they last longer as a result. Now look at all the gleam and everything going down the sidewall. You can see how the decals are not peeled and faded. This is just in excellent condition inside and out. Like I said, this is as close to get as a worry-free guarantee as you can ever find on any used RV anywhere. So give us a call. We only do everything at Haylett RV, hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, and everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.